She blew as soon as I looked at. She blew here in the background. As soon as I pulled that trigger, she bounced out of here. We're going upriver. Hopefully, it shows some corn online on the map, but we'll see. We couldn't see any of it from the road, but we're gonna take the John boat, but up there it gets real shallow, but here it would have been fine. So we're gonna take the canoe up the stream. It's September 20th, it's 90 degrees, but hopefully something will be moving at the end of the day. Somebody comes right down here or right up there. Clay's right over here. Two days later, and we're back again, going to a new spot, more south this time in the mountains. But Clay, I haven't been there. Clay scouted there already, and he said it looked really good. Some nice food plots and such. But yeah, Monday, it's a cold front, so the high is like 74 today, and it's been the 90s every day. Like the other night when we just saw that spike, it was like 96. High humidity. It was real rough. But this should be a good hunt here in the Ozarks. So last night happened, but hopefully that deer is just fine. I think it is. From the angle, from the shot, I think it just hit the back strap. He should be just fine. And we are back here at one of my favorite places that we hunted last week, where we had those does come in. But we're gonna go in at a little different spot because acorns are dropping, so we're gonna try to find some fresh ones. We're hitting it hard early season. Clay's got a hard stop because the baby's coming, so trying to get it done. Just caught a glimpse of him. Yeah, going right over there. deer. They're down here, right by the water. I've been looking everywhere up on the top of the ridge. And here they are, but I don't know how to get close to them. Thankfully the wind is coming to me, but I don't know how I'm going to get close to these guys.
This one plus that one right there.
Yep.
So he might be.
Thing is torn up. Rubs everywhere. There's some over there down this line. They go all the way back up into the woods there. I'm on the top of a ridge here. It's a steep drop off on that side. And here's our setup. Hopefully they come through tonight. Well, it was just those turkeys tonight. But I'm gonna leave the set up in the tree and I'm gonna come back first thing in the morning. See what comes by. I blew it. So first, that video you just saw was one. He was coming from behind me. I guess saw my silhouette in this tree, which I'm really in a gun stand because I just wanted to observe this field this morning just to see if I could see where they were coming out of the woods, so to put my stand tonight and tomorrow morning. So I'm just sitting here. I hear something running around me. I guess he saw my silhouette from the back, ran all the way around to the downwind side of me, smelled me and took off. He never got closer than like 50 yards. A few minutes later, I grunted a couple times and rattled a little bit, and immediately one even bigger comes walking from the same direction, but this time I was ready. He didn't see me. Comes to 30 yards, goes behind a tree. I draw back, and I had ranged all this when I first got in the stand this morning, and I thought it was 20. I just thought it was 20 yards. Perfect broadside. Shot right under him. So, real bummed out. And then he also ran around to the downwind side, smelled me and took off. Because he never even saw me after I shot. Just brutal morning. Just pre-rut. Perfect. It was perfect. I just forgot the distance. Would have been my biggest buck, too. So, I'm gonna go somewhere else tonight, give this spot a rest, and hopefully they come back at some point. But golly, that stinks. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Just a disaster all the way around. I don't even want to put this out. It's embarrassing. But the key is, I guess, just learning from the mistake. You gotta know your range. So I'm sitting facing this way, and I was watching a spike, and then that buck ran around here, came right down. You can't really see the path that well, but it's a pretty worn cattle path, and they both came right down. The first one went around me, second one came right around. I drew when he was right behind this tree. It's 30 yards, shot right there. Monster just walked 50 yards in front of me and winded me. Absolute monster. That was an absolute monster. He just walked right into my wind. Gosh. Just getting busted. The wind shifted. He wouldn't have got me earlier, but what can you do? might another sit, but I'm in the middle of this field. This line behind me, there's tons of rubs and scrapes up it. In the last 2 days, we've seen the majority of the field, or the deer in this back corner of the field. They just been, a bunch of bucks have been chasing these does, and there's a couple nice ones with them. So hopefully one of them nice ones comes through. I'm gonna have like a 25 to 30 yard shot if I get one. I wanted to be in that tree line, but with the wind is coming this way. So it'll go back behind me down this hill into these woods, and they haven't been coming from that direction. They've been coming the opposite way. So being winded a couple times the last couple days had made me really try to be as considerate as I could about my wind. I'd rather have a lower chance to get a shot than a higher chance of getting winded. It should be good. I'm kind of hidden too, even though I'm in the open, because I got a bunch of limbs around me, so I kind of have limited shot windows, but just way more concealed than being in one of these straight up trees with no limbs. I wanted to be in the trees over here that had leaves on them still, but they would have got my wind way too easy. So hopefully they come out that way, start milling around back there, and then work their way down this way. But we'll see. Rub there, there's more rubs down there. And they've just been going all the way up this line. And they come out over there, and the wind is coming this way, so I should be fine. And then also, this is the main trail. They come up and down this tree line. That's where the stand I sat in and got busted by those 2 deer who were over there. And the one where I missed that deer low is over there. So they come up and down this trail. So if they come out on this trail, I'll have a 30-yard shot here. If they come out there, they have to work down here, and then I'll have a shot. But either way, I'm not going to get winded unless they come out from here, which they haven't been. So, I'm recording this now because I know I'm going to be so tired in the morning that I will not want to put a camera in my face. But I'm working nights this week so that I can hunt in the mornings, because it's the last week of October. Halloween, it's my favorite time. Bucks move. It's kind of warm, which hurts it a lot, but by Thursday, it's Monday now. Well, I guess it's Tuesday. It's 1:30 in the morning. By the end of Wednesday going into Thursday, it should cool down a lot. We're going to get some rain, which we really need. So in the morning, I'm going in. I'm going to sleep for 3 hours, get up, and go sit. The place we went the first sit of the year where we had those does come through. I'm going to sit actually in the same little area. But there's a bunch of water down there, and there's a little river. It's so dry and hot. I'm hoping mid-morning, because I'm probably going to sit till noon. I haven't decided yet, but I'm hoping mid-morning a buck comes through looking for a drink, because up on the ridge, I usually sit up on the ridge top, but there's no water up there, so I just think I got better odds with it being warm sitting by the water. All right, I'm back in the truck. You saw the does. I got them filmed. But before the first deer I saw the day, actually, all of a sudden, a really big, I don't know if he was either 10 or 9 point, but he was big. Very wide, decent size. Like, it was a really good buck. I would have shot him. He came sprinting through with, I think there were squirrel hunters there, and I think they spooked him. Because he was, like, running hard. And he got into the open path I was sitting on and then came towards me. I mean, he was probably no more than 7 yards away, but he was still trotting. And so I tried to stop him. I made like a mat or something. I don't even remember what I did. But I made a sound at him and it did nothing. I mean, he just kept running. So he went in the path, came up the path, then ran back into the woods. Gone. And I guess I could have shot him because it was so close. And I was drawn back too. Like, I was ready because I heard him coming. So I just grabbed my bow and drew back. And I guess I could have shot him, but this is just not smart to shoot him while they're moving. And he wasn't even like walking. He was trotting. So it would have been a bad idea. But it stings. Another in the last week. That's 4 now bucks that I would have loved to shoot. And this one was in range. The other ones weren't. Well, I guess one of them was. Yeah. So 2 bucks that were in range, didn't get it done. 2 more bucks that didn't get in range, didn't get it done. It's kind of brutal. It's Halloween too. I would love to get a Halloween buck. But today it got down to like 51. Tomorrow it's going to be I think it'll either be 40 or like 39, 38. It's going to be cold. And I'm going back to where the big bucks are. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Because that's all I can do this weekend. The rest of the weekend I'm going to Oklahoma, watch a Sooners game. So, got to get it done. Sorry I didn't get it on film. He came in so fast I literally had no time. I just picked up my bow and had to be ready. So. As you just saw that buck come through, he was right on the tail of a doe. And then I've seen multiple different couples chasing. So, does are there, bucks are there. Just a matter of getting the right one in front of this tree. That's the hard part. But at least we're getting a show, watching them chase each other around. It was kind of hard to pass that one. I had him at 30 yards broadside. But it's so early, I thought, I'll wait to see if Big Boy comes out. Getting close to the end of the first all-day sit this year. It's November 7th or 8th. Might be 8th. And it's kind of been slow, but we've had action off and on throughout the day. Had that small buck this morning. I saw like 4 bucks chasing this one doe, but they were pretty far away. I couldn't really tell much about them. And then I had those 2 does that were by themselves, which was also kind of weird. Nothing was following them, but that second one came through and sniffed every single scrape that is on this line right here. So hopefully, the red oak right over the scrapes has been raining all afternoon. So I'm hoping right before dark, a big one comes in to check these scrapes and get some acorns. And hopefully an arrow. But if not, we'll do it all again tomorrow. It's the rut. Gotta put time on stand. Well, so next morning, we're on those scrapes again. What a crazy morning it was just to start. So as I was walking up, it was still pitch black. When I got close to these scrapes, a buck blew at me. I couldn't really see him. So he ran off. I get up in the tree. Literally as I'm putting all my stuff up and go to sit down, I see a really nice, like white horned one come out. And he moved around for a minute, and I had him at 25 yards. But I just couldn't see well enough to shoot. I just felt like there could have been something in the way. I just couldn't see enough. So I didn't shoot him. He kind of ran backwards. I don't know if he saw me, but I know he didn't smell me. And then a doe came down the path, and he come back in. And I was gonna shoot him, but he never gave me a shot, and he followed the doe out of here because she came through real quick. And so then 5 minutes after that, so I mean, it's literally right after first light, another buck comes in. I couldn't really see him very well, so I put up my glass, and it was a really pretty rack. It looked like it had good mass on it. And he came in at 30. He walked behind a tree. I pulled back. I didn't have time to get my phone up because it was just all happening so quick. We're up behind a tree at 30, pulled back, shot him. So he ran at first and then just slowly walked over the hill over here. So we'll see. When I first shot, I thought it was back, but then I just went and looked at the arrow. That's it, just find the arrow in first blood. And the blood looks really good, so we'll see. I'm still going to give him quite a bit of time because the rain stopped. It shouldn't mess up the trail at all. I just can never be too careful. You don't want to jump them out of their bed and then they run forever. But we'll see. Guys, so this is the setup today. We're sitting in a climber, one of Keaton's climbers, and we're looking out over a good draw that ends down this way, and then they typically like to come up on this side and walk across here. Over in the back of this tree area is all public, or not public, but conservation area, so you're not allowed to hunt or go back there. Another draw, they come down, is right over here, and it ends right here. And all of this river right here is good crossing. You can see where the ripples are. They like to cross right there because it's real shallow. Like to come out right over here. So, Lord willing, we can get them on the cross of the river. I've seen multiple deer come from down here, cross over, and move across. Today, the whole goal is to just try and get some meat in the freezer. It doesn't matter if it's a buck or a doe. Last day to use this bad Larry before people come out here with firearms, so we'll see if we can't get one early. At this spot, I've seen 2 bucks. One is a good shooter. The other one I would still shoot. He's just a little bit younger than I would prefer. But, I mean, meat is meat. So, Lord willing, that big old buck comes through. One bonus, though, is I've seen a lot of traffic from does through this area. So, Lord willing, some does walk through and I can get one on the ground, so that way I can end up taking home some food for mama and baby boy. But we'll see how it plays out. Guys, I took a shot at doe across the river, and I definitely saw blood. It was a little further back than what I really wanted. I think it might have glanced a tree on the way over there, but it was spewing blood. I could see it from here, so Lord willing, it was. We'll have a blood trail to follow, so that's a good deal. I didn't see it run all the way, so fired up. Let's go. If we got a doe on the ground, that's meat in the freezer, baby. Hey guys, so it happened pretty similar to what I thought it would. They came right up to the crossing point. Turn the camera around here. So, looking out this way back into the trees back in here, see it on the video footage, but they were playing around right on this riverbank and milling around over here a whole bunch. So once it finally came through, I saw this gap right here. Kind of, oh my goodness, you can't hardly see, but right in through here, she was sitting. And I thought the tree was sparse enough there that it was worth taking a shot. So, arrow went through perfect. I think it might have hit a little brush on the back side of the shot. But it was pretty good landing. She took off from here and she ran over this way, kept going all the way through on the other side, and I could not see her once she got past. Once she got past all of this, she slowed down to a walk again and then came over here. Now I did hear some thrashing around, so Lord willing, she's down and just hanging out over there. One thing I do love about expandables is, man, as soon as it hit her, I saw her take off running and you could just see all kinds of blood. So it should be a pretty easy trail to follow. I'm gonna wait a little bit because it was a little further back than what I would have preferred. We're just gonna give her a little bit of time.
All right. So judging by shooting from over here, I believe it's this tree right here. Oh, looky there. That's some hair, some blood. There's some more blood. Oh yeah. Well, let's go look for the arrow. So if we follow this patch of blood, it should just be from the arrow passing through. Oh. There we go. See if that'll come into focus. That's what we love to see. All the way expanded out. It's good stuff. All right, time for a track job. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. Easy tracking. You love to see a track job like this. Blood coming out on two separate sides. Praise the Lord. It's a lot different than the last one that we could not find. Oh, look at that. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Look at all that. Praise the Lord for a quick death. Man. Like these ones. I go. Thank you. Got the sweet thing all the way out, and just praise the Lord for allowing me to harvest. was a good hunt. Got out before noon, and it's time to hang him from the tree and start stripping it down. It was a button buck, so I don't love that very much, but still a good harvest. Praise the Lord. All right, see y'all later. Get outdoors.
Wilderness.